tester video. I'm testing out the setup, seeing how it's going. But we have this video from a Instagram page. I got the video Instagram page, 30-second video from Couples Counseling Center, I think is what it's called. It'll show up on the screen. But this gentleman is saying why men cheat. And I'm going to go against that because personally it's false, but I will give him his point by the fact that I'm pretty sure he made a longer speech, and this is probably just part of it that was cut off. If this is he himself who posted this, he should have played the whole thing, because this part, if this is the whole point, I can guarantee you this is not true. But let's start by watching the video, and then I will go back and go through it.
He's cheating because the other woman has created a safe emotional space where she, one, respects him. She honors him. He cheating like a big dog, but she still honors him. She still admires him. She still appreciates him. Yeah. She still honors him. He's safe in that environment. He can let his hair down without feeling like he's made to feel like a little kid. I'm not saying it's right. It's never right. I'm saying why it happens. Because the side chick makes him feel a certain way. The side chick knows how to talk to him. The side chick embraces his flaws, embraces his issues, his brokenness, and don't make him feel bad about it. That's why he'll leave work and go to her house and not come home. Because if he come home, he already know what he gonna get. Or he'll go to the bar, or he'll just sit in his car in the park. I talk a lot about this because I'm an African-American male therapist, and it's hard to get black men in my office. So I talk a lot of...
All right, he pretty much made his point. Now, that's not true. And it was a minute-long video. Looks like 30 seconds, whatever. That's not true. You have to understand, in life, as human beings, we may do the same things, but the reasons for doing those things aren't always the same, which is what makes us individuals. So you and I, for example, might both go to college, but your reasons for going to college may not be my reasons. Hell, our subjects might not be the same. You see what I'm saying? So when somebody's cheating, for the most part, that's a character trait. I would consider it a character flaw because you're in the business of relationships. Under the context of relationships, you are in, we practice monogamy. Now, if you're one that does not know how to be with only one person, you are technically practicing polygamy, and you're not letting others know. AKA dirty macking. So you not being able to be with one person, that's not the other person's fault. See, that's you shucking the blame their way to justify your actions. So if that's the case, people, how do I put it? If that's the case, right? I'm with this woman because you don't make me feel this and that, right? So if that's the justification, you know what people will do? Because we have these complicated brains. You know what people will do? They'll look for situations where they're not respected in the home. So they'll always have the reason. Why? Because internally they don't have the ability to be with just one person. So if I need the justification, I'll find the justification. You get what I'm saying?
He's cheating because the other woman has created a safe emotional space.
Listen here. These side chicks is not creating those safe spaces all the time. Now, true enough, that might be the case sometimes, right? But that's not always the case. These dudes be out here, most of them be trying to get their little freak leak on, and she bringing something to the table that the other one ain't. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to let him say one more thing, and I'm gonna add one more point.
Where she, one, respects him. She honors him. He cheating like a big dog, but she still honors him. She still admires him.
They don't always admire.
She still appreciates him.
Why would she appreciate me if I'm not in a relationship with her? It's something that I'm giving her. If she's knowing about the situation I'm in, if she is in the know about the situation I'm in, it's got to be something that she's getting out of the situation that she and I have. It's got to be.
She still honors him. He's safe in that environment.
And when you're incentivized to get something, that's not like respect per se.
He can let his hair down without feeling like he's made to feel like a little kid. I'm not saying it's right. It's never right. I'm saying why it happens. Because the side chick makes him feel a certain way.
She make him feel turned on, and he going over to get that satisfied. Okay? And if it wasn't her, it would be another person.
The side chick knows how to talk to him. The side chick embraces his flaws.
That's another lie.
Embraces his issues, his brokenness, and don't make him feel bad about it. That's why he'll leave work and go to her house and not come home. Because if he come home, he already know what he gonna get.
Then why doesn't he leave? We are human beings with free will. That's something God gave every single one of us. We have free will. Now, true enough, there are consequences for our actions, but we are still within our free will to take any action that we feel. There are consequences for them, trust me. But we do have free will. So if you have free will, can't you leave? Why aren't you leaving the person? That goes for male and female. Why aren't you leaving? That's the question that needs to be asked. To see what it is, most times, a lot of people get the taste, get the habit, right, of being with multiple people through being single, what they call dating. I'm single, I'm dating around, I'm getting a taste and a used to, as you will, for having multiple people. That may not go away because I like this one person or because they bring a certain value to my life, because that's a question he's not answering. Why is that person not leaving? You saying the person gonna give you what, stress or whatever when you're there, so you don't come home? Well, why aren't you leaving? I know you have cases like, oh, if I leave, it's child support, or I won't be with my kids and stuff like that. Those are more extreme cases, but a lot of people cheat and they don't have nothing tied to the person. Hell, a lot of times they cheat and you don't even live with the person. So what am I getting when I quote unquote come home? See, that's probably the part that was just before this video was recorded about the specific scenario that he's speaking of.
Or he'll go to the bar, or he'll just sit in his car in the park. I talk a lot about this because I'm an African-American male therapist, and it's hard to get black men in my office. So I talk a lot about this.
See, and that's another thing. It's a little bit of a sidebar, but why is it always cheating is always connected to the black man? That's a question that needs to be answered, maybe in another video. But stop connecting that with black men, because that's actually the reason. That's actually the reason why I can prove that the women cheat more, because of that quote unquote fairy tale that all black men cheat, or we have an issue being with one woman. Because let me tell you, as you can see now, a lot of guys are having an issue just getting one woman. So if guys are having issues getting just one woman, you think they got time and energy to maintain two? You barely got the one? But I'm going to cover that in another video. Y'all have a good night.
I want to get more men in my office to create that safe space.